Things you should know about COVID number 7. Here are the top 3 resources I use to track the pandemic near me and understand what's going on in my local area. The first tool is the CDC COVID-19 Wastewater Surveillance Tracker. There are about 800 sites across the country where wastewater is measured for levels of COVID. Unfortunately, the number of sites is dropping, and that really sucks. So if your area takes these measurements, you can look at the chart and see how the current moment compares to prior weeks in terms of amount of COVID in the wastewater. So currently, 44% of testing sites have large increases in COVID in the wastewater, 21% have just an increase. So together, that's 65% of the country is increasing or has a large increase in COVID in the wastewater. To compare, the first Omicron wave at the end of December had 80% of sites either increasing or with a large increase. 67% of those were large increase. So we're definitely not at those levels yet, but we may be on the way. The second tool is the Walgreens Test Positivity Tracker. This tool shows a map of US states and which are increasing in test positivity or decreasing. I see over half the states in the country are getting worse in terms of COVID. Their test positivity rates for COVID are increasing. I see only 7 states where the test positivity is decreasing, and many places are not reporting any data. But overall, the clear trend is cases are going up. And so according to Walgreens, the current national test positivity is 36.4%. To compare, in January earlier this year, at the peak of the first Omicron wave, the test positivity rate max was 37.5. So leading into December, when January is usually the worst, leading into December, we're already at close to record test positivity percent. That's not good. Third, I do use the New York Times COVID tracker. I keep in mind that the cases are probably underreported by somewhere between 5% to 15%. So I would look at the numbers, multiply by 10, and then round down a bit. So to test this method out, using Hardin, Ohio as an example, which is also the same place the wastewater testing data I used is from, they have 21 cases per 100,000 currently. So if we multiply by 10, that gives us 210. If we round down, we get to maybe 180, 170, let's say 170 cases per 100,000. That would be 8 times the currently reported number, so that sounds about right to me. And I would want cases to be about 20 per 100,000 to feel okay eating in a restaurant or going to a movie or a bar. That's my personal comfort level, and the numbers have not been anywhere near 20 per 100,000 near me for several months. It's very possible I'm forgetting some resources, so please comment if there are other things that you'd recommend people look at. Also, let me know requests for other videos you have. I have a lot of different video ideas, but it's important to me. What are you curious about? What do you think is under discussed? What do you want to learn more about? So let me know.